Hello everyone, my name is Makeda Voletta, also known as the Body Scientist and Queen Lioness, and I am here today to talk to you about why I am so in love with Haitian dance, okay? For those who know me and follow my work know that I am a dancer, I'm a trainer. I have been dancing since I was 5 years old, and I've studied many different types of dance. I started off first in classical ballet and tap at the Dance Theater of Harlem. And in my adult life, I've concentrated mostly on dances of the African Diaspora, okay, in the Americas in particular, and especially Congo-derived dances in the Americas. Many people don't know that the Congo had the greatest influence on black dance in the Americas, okay? There are dances in the Americas from the Yoruba derivative, that may be Igbo derivative, but when it comes to popular dance in the Americas, the Congo has had the biggest influence. So salsa, samba, merengue, soca and calypso, Afro-Cuban rumba, Jamaican dance hall, all Congo-derived. Capoeira, okay? Then you have Congo Square in New Orleans. And Haiti in particular, Haiti, a lot of the dances in Haiti, a lot of the movements, the dance aesthetic in Haiti is very Congo. Even when the deities may not be Congo, the movements are very Congo. And for me in my research, Haiti has been very, very important for researching our history, meaning the history of African and Native American peoples in the Americas, and the resistance and the fighting and the things that weren't documented, okay? Haiti is very, very important, and the Haitian dances are very beautiful, regal, beautiful, and a high level of difficulty, okay? So a lot of times people ask me if I do yoga, and I always say Haitian dance is my yoga. And why? Because Haitian dance, you get into very complex positions, okay? And a lot of times the positions are similar to yoga positions, except you have to move your hips, okay? And then moving your shoulders, and then moving your head, okay? And your hands, and everything is on a different rhythm, okay? When you do yoga, you don't have to do it to music, and polyrhythmic music, okay? Where you have like 4 drums all playing a different rhythm. And a part of your body is moving to each part of those rhythms. So when you're dancing to polyrhythmic stuff, you have polyrhythms going on in your body, okay? So everything's not on the same beat. It really takes control and connection. The purpose of yoga, okay, is to keep practicing your positions and get more perfect with your positions, increase your body awareness, your breathing, okay? Same thing is true with dance, all right? However, I think that with dance, it takes it a step further because it's adding rhythm, it's adding, this aesthetic of moving through positions, and your feet and everything are moving, okay? I have a very special affinity for the dances of Haiti, and I suggest that anybody who has not seen Haitian dance really take a look at it, okay? And you can start with YouTube, okay? You can YouTube various dances, Rara, which is called Gaga in Cuba and Dominican Republic. And you can look at Yanvalu. You can look at Congo, okay? Igbo, Petwo. There's so many different Haitian dances, and absolutely beautiful, okay? My reasons, when you do the dances, it unlocks information that's stored in your body, okay? Ancestral information. And there's medicine in those dances. There are things that I've studied in Chinese medicine about various energy fields and how to balance them. And then in doing Haitian dance, there are times that we would do movements, that are mimicking, or, we do movements that are dealing with those energy fields, okay? That the Chinese have documented that, okay, there's energy fields that go like this, and there's ways to clear out your aura, and shaking your head, and, doing different things with the cranial region of your body, okay? The Chinese documented that stuff and wrote it down. But in the dances, not just in Haiti, but I find a lot of medicine in the dances of Brazil, of Cuba, of the whole diaspora, okay? But Haiti in particular, Haiti has there's this regalness, it's funky, okay? And the Congo is where funk comes from, okay? So you have New Orleans, another funky place. Anybody's been in New Orleans and heard music from New Orleans knows that, you know, New Orleans is a very funky place. And what does New Orleans have? Congo Square. And Congo Square was the epicenter of black dance in the Americas for a very long time. There are dances in the Dominican Republic, such as Bambola, that's in the Dominican Republic in a small town called Samana. And it came from New Orleans, from Congo Square, okay? There's so many different dances originated or were being done in Congo Square in the 1800s. You have bomba from Puerto Rico. Bomba is also a Congo-derived dance. Bomba is a mixture of different things. You see a Spanish influence and you see other type of African influences, but it's often documented that it's very Congo-derived. And the drums are very Congo, you know, the rhythms. Haiti, though, in my studying the dances of the African diaspora in the Americas in particular, Haiti always seems to be like the backbone of so many things. Like, there's stuff I've learned from Puerto Rico, some bomba rhythms that people will be like, oh, that came from Haiti. Or a lot of things in Dominican Republic that came from Haiti. And actually, Haitian dance, you know, I love the Dominican drumming traditions and stuff, but Haiti is a lot more complex with their drum traditions and also with the dances, okay? Congo Square, I mean, New Orleans. You know, New Orleans was founded, you know, it was populated by many Haitians, thousands of Haitians, okay? So many black people who are from New Orleans, many, not all, are of Haitian descent a few generations ago, okay? And when you look at the dances, you know, like after the Haitian Revolution, the slave masters in Cuba were scared, okay? When they went to other islands, they were scared. So the slave masters in Cuba and some other islands actually let the Africans get into groups and dance and do their thing because they wanted to keep the slaves happy. They didn't want what happened in Haiti to happen there, okay? And the dancing and drumming was connected to the Haitian Revolution. The Haitian Revolution would not have happened without the Petois cult, okay? So you have the Petois drums and the Petois dancing. The dancing and drumming is connected to it. And when you hear those live drums, you see how it gives you extra energy. It gives you know, energy that's beyond being human, okay? Gives you the ability to fly, to fight, to just jump over somebody's head. You know, you cannot do it without the drums. So I'm a huge proponent of, you know, dancing to live music and especially those live drums. And also, you know, I've noticed that the dances that the countries that had the most intense forms of slavery, and slavery was horrible everywhere, okay? In all the Americas, it was a mess. It was horrible and tragic. But Haiti, Brazil, and Jamaica were known for having three of the worst systems of slavery where they would literally just work people to death and it was just the harshest. And I feel like, you know, in the countries where you have the most intense forms of slavery, you have the most intense hip movements. Like Brazil, they move their hips 1,000%. I mean, they shake hard. They move hard. Samba is no joke. Okay, and then you get, you know, Jamaican dancehall, where it's like, I feel like there's a lot of anger in the Jamaican dancehall movements. Like, they're very much moving their hips, but it's almost like they're mad, you know, and the women are like trying to kill you when they're dancing with you. Whereas Haitians, you know, have an aggression, but they're also joking, you know, they're very playful joking, but those dances from all the Americas have healing properties of shaking off trauma. That's the reason why they shake and gyrate so much. It's not just because it looks nice. It can be seductive, and that's fine. Somebody might get seduced by watching it, and that's fine, but that's not the only purpose. There are healing properties in those dances. And it bothers me that whenever people want to look for indigenous medicine or traditional medicine, they always look to China, and we can learn a lot from the Chinese. I've learned a lot from the Chinese. But there are a lot of things that people think are unique to just the Chinese. Everybody had this information. But everybody didn't document it the same way, okay? And so moving the hips, I'm a big proponent of. Everybody who knows my work and knows my essential strength training class and technique, you know, I'm very, very big on moving your hips. And not just moving it, but having control, okay? There's different ways you can move your hips, different kinds of circles, different kinds of gyrations, different kinds of shakes. And you want to have control and be able to align to the music and be neat and graceful. That's a part of dance, too, is being graceful. And the Haitian dancers have such grace and regalness. You know, it's like no wonder Catherine Dunham was mesmerized by Haiti. She went all to other parts of the Caribbean. She went to Africa, to Senegal, and she studied a lot of places, but Haiti was really got her hypnotized. And I feel the same way. I love black dance, you know, the black dance aesthetic. And I especially have a special love for the Congo because the Congo is just really funky and has so many, you know, circles. They're just the center of circles. Circles in the hips, circles in the knees, the head, the shoulders, everything's going in circles. So if you don't know about Congolese dance, if you don't know about Haitian dance, okay, I highly suggest you start to look at it. And then look at the whole diaspora, all the Americas. It's a beautiful traditions that we have here, and there's medicine in those dances. There's a reason why the slaves, okay, did those dances on their day off, that Sunday, or whatever it was they were doing those dances, and they've been working in the field, doing serious physical labor in the heat, in the hot-ass sun in South America, in the Caribbean, in the American South, in Central America, doing that work, and then they still found the energy and the strength to go hard, okay, with those dances. And like I said, I'm a trainer, so I train people. I see what's considered to be in shape today, and even by today's standards of what's in shape is nothing compared to just 200 years ago. The descendants of slaves, the people who were slaves and doing that physical work, and still had the energy to dance that hard. So for me, it really shows me, what we're capable of. That we're not using nearly as much as our mind and our body as we can, and we have so much more access to healing medicine that has come from our ancestors that we are forgetting and not utilizing and looking down upon because of puritanical values, because of colonialism, because of the Roman Catholic Church, because of this colonization. Because there are a lot of people in the Caribbean. Not everybody in the Caribbean embraces the dances and the culture either. There are a lot of Haitians who are very Catholic and very ashamed of their folk dances, and traditional dances. And the same is true for the whole Caribbean. So it's a lot of times, being in New York, I hear people speak about the Caribbean as if they're all, liberated and moving their hips, but that's not always true. Some are, and then some are very ashamed of it. Some are very Catholic. We've all been colonized, but it's time for us to not be ashamed of that. And what I see is that a lot of times, white people are more embracing of our traditional dances than us black people are a lot of times, okay? And it's great that white people or Asian people or anybody want to study the dances because there's medicine in it that's not just useful for us, but it's useful for everyone. But it's sad to me when they can see it, okay, and we can't, okay? So again, this is just my little thing where I'm just telling you, if you can, find some Haitian dance, okay? Haiti is the dances. I just have a very, very strong love for it. And if you can't find Haitian stuff, then you can, other stuff is great too. Afro-Cuban, Afro-Brazilian, Afro-Puerto Rican, Afro-Dominican, Afro-Peruvian, Afro-Colombian, okay? There's a lot of great things, but I just feel that, like, Haiti, there's so much rawness and realness because they had the least, amount of colonial rule on them. So what you see when you look at dances of Haiti, you see what Africans and Native Americans, Afro-Indigenous people would do, left up to their own devices without Europeans telling them how they could and could not do things. Because when we look at the primary documents, whether it's Virginia or Jamaica or Brazil or Colombia or Georgia, the slave masters constantly wrote, the Africans dance too sexual. The Africans are always sticking out their butt. Da, da, da. But that's the black dance aesthetic, okay? It wasn't really a touchy thing, and we weren't all straightened up and everything like that, okay? Our dance aesthetic starts in the hips, okay? And now you have, black people now who are ashamed of that. And they see a girl shaking her butt, shaking her hips, moving her hips, gyrating, working it, and they're like, oh, she's just shaking her ass, oh, she's playing herself, blah, 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 blah. And they automatically jump to that. Even in hip-hop videos, some hip-hop videos do exploit women. Yes, some do, but not all of them do. And some people, as soon as they see a girl in a bikini in a video moving around, they automatically jump to, oh, she's half naked, and why is she going to be like that in the video? But when you go to Brazil, and it's carnival, and girls are dancing around topless with little things, and they're doing samba, and they're smiling and laughing, that's fine. But for some reason, when we do it in America, it's not fine. Okay, so things need to be put into context. Sometimes women are being disrespected. So if a woman is doing that and the men are saying crazy things to her and being mean to her and stuff like that, then yeah, she is being disrespected. But if it's a situation where everybody's having fun and, they're respectful to her, there's nothing wrong with that to me. And when you go to Carnival in the Caribbean, you go to Trinidad, stuff like that, the women have on little bikinis and they're gyrating and winding and everything, and it's fine. But you put it in a hip-hop video, everybody has a problem with it. Okay, that's because America was colonized by Puritans, and even people who think that they're not puritanical and think that they're being righteous and African or whatever are affected by those puritanical ideals. Okay, so it's really important to move the hips and shake all of that because we store trauma in our womb. So when you really work the hips, like real powerful contractions. Belly dancing is great, but it takes those powerful, forceful contractions that to really shake it off. Okay, so I'm a big believer in dances of the African diaspora. I'm a huge believer in Haitian dance. I think there's endless medicine in Haitian art, period. Okay, in all of their art forms, but definitely in the dancing. I have stories for days that I could tell. There's so much I've learned from just being around Haitians. I remember after the earthquake a couple of years ago, I went to Haiti 2 months after that, and I remember, getting off the plane, and there were musicians playing the most beautiful music I'd ever heard, and when we get off the plane, greeting us and making us feel so welcome. And then, we get off the plane, and there's people that we knew, and that we didn't know that had lost their whole entire family. But yet they were doing everything to make us feel comfortable and giving us gifts and trying to make us feel welcome, and just very sweet people. And it's not that they don't hurt, but Haitian people are very, very strong, and I've never seen strength like I saw in Haiti. As a matter of fact, I hadn't eaten pork for years because I had believed this whole notion that pork is so bad because of the stuff that people say, which mostly comes from religion, specifically Islam and stuff like that, saying that, the pig is filthy and all that. But they eat a lot of pork in Dominican Republic, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Cuba, the American South, and Africa. Okay, and people were very healthy eating pork, living to be well over 100 until and they were fine. They didn't start getting sick until they started eating the canola oil and the margarine and the soybean oil and those industrial fats and the freaking flour and sugar. That's what it was. Okay, but I know when I went to Haiti, they kept giving me pork, and so you had to eat what you were given. You didn't have any choices. You would eat what you were given. And I started eating pork again. And one thing I'm going to say is I saw the strongest people when I was in Haiti. People in Haiti are not weak. They are not weak. Now, I remember seeing old women and little girls walking up mountains with big old suitcases and things, not just like a basket of fruit, but huge things in their head, huge heavy things, carrying, just walking up a mountain. And they weren't even holding on to it. They were just walking up the mountain. No problem. I've never seen that before. And in fact, me and some other women, we were feeling like less of a woman. Like, oh shoot, we need to get our neck game up and be able to balance and carry heavy stuff like that, up a mountain. So after seeing that and having that experience, I wasn't trying to hear anybody tell me about, pork is this horrible thing, blah, 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 blah. Because ain't none of the people that tell me that are as strong as the Haitians that I saw. But the thing is that the dancing is therapeutic. Okay, there's a reason why in New Orleans when people die, they do second lines, they dance. Somebody could say, how could you dance when you just lost somebody, you had this loss? But the dancing helps to shake the trauma off so it doesn't sit on you. Because when it sits on you and you don't deal with it, it leaves imprints in your energy fields that can then get passed on to your children. Okay, so there's a reason why they're dancing. I remember when they had the fundraiser on TV for Haiti, and all these celebrities performed. All the celebrities had on all black, and they were singing these really sad songs. And then Wyclef got up there, and he had all these colors on. They all had these colors, and they had colorful lights blinking and flashing. And they did like a rah-rah type, upbeat tune. It wasn't some sad, sappy thing. And that's how Haitians are, and that was my experience. That's been my experience being around Haitians. It's been my experience, when I was in Haiti after something so tragic. That made me sick to my stomach. So, over the past 6 years of me really studying Haitian dancing, it has taught me more than words can explain. And I can do my best to explain to you, but you really don't understand it until you start immersing yourself in the dances and working your body, okay? So that's it for now. I send love to the entire diaspora, love to all the Americas and my black people everywhere. But I have a special love for Haiti, and I definitely recommend, if you ever have the opportunity to take some Haitian dance classes, definitely do. Okay, and I know of some teachers in New York and the Bay Area. If you can ask me, and I can tell you what I know. But that's it for now. So I say, Haitian dance is my yoga. Okay, I don't do the stagnant type yoga. It has its benefit, but like I said, many of the positions that we get into in Haitian dance are very similar to yoga positions. except you have to work it too, okay? So you're moving your shoulders, you're moving your midsection, your hips, your feet, your head to different rhythms. And you have to be beautiful when you do it. You have to be graceful. You have to have control because Haitian dances is so graceful and regal. Okay, just beautiful. So again, I send my love to Haiti, and if you are Haitian, because I know a lot of Haitian Americans who did not grow up in any of that and don't know anything about it. So I always tell my Haitian friends, always tell my black friends, go check it out. Because if not, some other people are going to be teaching it to us. That's what I see when I go to classes, that we are too much of the minority. And like I said, I don't have a problem with other people studying it, but it is a problem when it's less of us studying it. Because we don't want a situation where we are learning from somebody else, okay? So that's all I'm going to say for now. And you can find me on Facebook, Makeda Voletta, the Body Scientist, and I have my blog site coming soon. And you can look for my Essential Strength Training classes where we do a lot of heavy dancing, okay? So love, people. Peace out.